One of the popular forms of keeping information is a two-way table. A two-way table allows you to have data that's split into two categories to show a breakdown, for example, between boys and girls and different year groups within a school. Now you could use this information in lots of different walks of life. This could be used to help look at marketing, it could be used to help plan events. This could be, for example, boys and girls and different preferences for foodstuffs for a party. It allows you to split the two variables up and see if there are any patterns. And later on, if you do any advanced maths, you can look at a chi-squared test of independence to see if there are any interesting relationships between the data. So, the only problem with our current two-way table here is there's information missing. Here's how a two-way table works. The numbers here, here and here need to add to make this. Here, here and here add to make this. Here and here add up here. Here and here add up here. Here and here add up here. And then these three make this and these two make this. So let's try and work out some blanks. Now, working out this number here is going to be very difficult because we don't know very much about Year 11 girls. We know a little bit about Year 11 boys, nothing about Year 11, nothing about total girls, and nothing about Year 9 girls. So let's not start here. Let's start somewhere where we only need one piece of information. So let's start here. And I'm going to number it 1 because it's calculation 1 for me. So, to work out the missing number, this add this makes that. So I'm going to do a subtract. I'm going to borrow from the 3. 11 take away 7 is 4. 2 take away 2 is 2. And 8 take away 4 is 4. So that's 424. Now bear in mind this is a non-calculator skill, so you're expected to be able to do these calculations. Okay, where should we work out next? You want either a row or a column where you only need one piece of information. Well, this is the next easiest. Number 2, because this and this, Year 10 boys and Year 10 girls, makes the total for girls. So we're going to do another subtract. And it's 133. Okay. Where should we go next? Well, either here or here. For here, these two and this one makes this. And for here, these two add this one makes this. So I'm going to do that one as 3 and this one as 4. So 3 will be 133 add 125, which makes 258. So that's these two. And I take this off here to get the missing one. So some borrowing here. Borrow from the 3 to make 10. Borrow from the 10 to make 17. So that 17 take away 8 gives me 9. 9 take away 5 and 3 take away 2. So that's 149. I'll do this one here quickly because I feel like now hopefully you're getting the feel for the adding and subtracting. Now here is the total, take away this. And here is the total, take away this. So that's how you complete a basic two-way table. Pause now if you want to make any notes. Now, this situation requires a bit of reading, so take a minute. Okay, pause now if you need more time. So here we go. First off, there isn't a table here, but I'm giving you a clue to make it easier for this example. Let's read it through and see what we can do. 56 students were asked if they watched tennis. So, okay, 20 of them are boys. 17 of them are girls. So that is our first variable. 32 did not watch tennis. So, watching tennis is another variable. So we've got information that can be split into the following. Boys and girls watched tennis and not watched tennis. What goes on the end here and here to make this table complete? Good. There's our totals. So here we have our two-way table. We located in the wording two different variables. The first one being the gender of the person asked, and the second one being whether they watched tennis or not. So let's have a go now at completing our table. So, 56 students were asked if they watched tennis yesterday. So that's fact number 1. Where does that go in our grid? Well, that's everybody who's involved. So that goes here, that's the total for everyone. 20 of them are boys. Okay, we don't know if these 20 watched tennis or didn't watch tennis, but we know there are 20 of them in total. So I'm going to put 20 in here and label that as fact 2. 17 girls watched tennis. Now, the total number of girls may not be 17, but the total number of girls who watched tennis is 17. "32 people did not watch tennis." It doesn't say boys and girls, it says total. So I can put my total for not watched tennis as 32. A student is chosen at random. What is the probability that this student is a boy who watched tennis? Well, that's this box here. So my question for you is, how can we work out the number that goes in that box? But not only how can we work it out, how can we work it out as quickly as possible? Pause the video now if you want some time to think. Well, I think this one here is going to help us. This add this makes 56. So that gives me 24 in total who watched tennis. Now 17 of those were girls. So how many were boys? Well, that's going to be the leftover. which is 7. So 7 boys watch tennis. Read the question and check whether we have done it properly. What is the probability that the student is a boy who watched tennis? Okay. Have we given a probability? I'm afraid we haven't. Probability that it's a boy who watched tennis is equal to some fraction. Well, that's 7 out of 56. Have we answered the question now? No, we haven't. Simplest form for our fraction. So these two numbers are in the same times table. Well, it's the 7 times table. So divide both bits by 7 and we'll get 1/8. So let's go back over the video quickly. Sometimes you may be given a two-way table and asked to find missing values. Show your calculations and label where they come from to help you and the examiner later on. Remember to have your total columns and that a row adds up to the number on the end and that a column adds up to the number on the end. Sometimes you'll be given information which contains two variables. When you have to split this information into two variables, a two-way table is an ideal format to do so. So list your two variables on your two sides. Remember to include total columns. And then fill in the information you have. Read the question carefully and work out what it wants. Find that in the quickest way by doing as few calculations as possible, and then reread the question and see that you make sure you've answered in the correct format. Okay, I think you're ready to practice now. Good luck.